Hello everybody, my name is Kenneth and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be checking out Yeonjun's first solo debut song, GUM. Full disclosure before we get into this, all I know about this song is what I've heard from the TikTok challenge. I know that there was 2 TikTok challenges, but I have heard that little snippet of the song from TikTok. TikTok did try and keep spoiling different parts of the music video or the song or both. I don't know. Every time I saw Yeonjun, I was just like skip, 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 skip. Not not because of Yeonjun, obviously, but because I don't want to spoil myself. Some housekeeping before we get into this reaction. First and foremost, this is a reaction. This is not a substitute for the original content. If you enjoy the original content and want to see the original content as the original content, please go and support the original content. Original content is now not a word, phrase, or thing in my head. Pause warning. I am autistic, so I pause probably a lot more, or maybe not, but I do pause as it gives me time to process what I want to say and be able to say it without risking missing anything. I do often pause as I watch things when I'm not recording things. It might take me an hour to watch a 15-minute video in my own time. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. I've pre-ordered the album, which I've never done before, like a physical. I've pre-saved stuff, but I've never pre-ordered like a physical physical release apart from Stray Kids 8. But like I'm just rambling now. Let's get into this reaction. Okay. I'm loving the wet hair. Sorry, I was commenting on the hair and then I just see, have a nice fucking day. Sorry. Yeonjun is coming, like, with this release, he's coming with attitude. As I said, I pause. Sorry. He's coming with attitude, having seen, as I said, the dance challenge. Yeah. I'm loving this, like, thumping bass. I'm sorry, I love, first of all, his voice. The transition, I was gonna comment quickly on the transition, and then his voice came in. I really love the smoothness of that transition. I don't have subtitles on. Where are my subtitles? I forgot subtitles. I'm really professional, you guys. Sorry, right, let me go. I love the attitude. I love the way that you got this like manipulated like higher tone there, and then there's underneath there's Yeonjun's like non-manipulated voice, like a lower voice, a lower vocal tone. I like this so far. I'd heard the gum to gum part, but I didn't realize it meant chomp chomp. Sorry, I'm pausing a lot. This is how much I pause normally. Sorry, guys. The sass. Also, not him handing the gum over. I'm loving the different vocal performances that are in this. Because you got that kind of, as I said, that manipulated vocal that's kind of like higher. Then you'd got like the more rap tone that I feel like I know Yeonjun for. and then you've actually got this really melodic vocal tone that he's using, like in this part here. The sass. I'm loving the camera movements. I'm loving the, I'm guessing it's a drone. It's catchy. He's giving like diva attitude, but I mean, this whole song feels like just a flex on everybody. Like, yeah, I'm here, I do what I do. Like the lyric about not being humble because when he's on the floor, it's almost like he's like, I've earned my place. It's like, I'm here. I've seen this outfit. I think as well with this song, obviously Yeonjun himself makes the point that this song is stuck in your head. I think the real apart from it being a good song, the real kind of reason it sticks in your head is how unique it is. Like, I can't, and obviously it's not like I listen to every song in the world or anything like that, but at the moment there's no song I can think of that sounds like this. It's so unique, and so that in itself makes you pay attention, and this you're more likely to remember. I do like the fact that he says that you can't get it off, like Venom. Like, it's gonna be in your head. It's gonna be here for a while. I'm loving the red hair. I know I already said it, but I am. This routine is so good. Also, I want to talk about that move there. That's the split move here. Really quickly. Also, I'm loving that the gum's still on his shoe. That move, I really hope, one, because the only person I've seen doing this with him in the dance challenges was Bongyu. One, I'm hoping Bongyu doesn't, because he's only just come back from being injured, I'm hoping that he doesn't injure himself again. And two, I saw a picture where Yeonjun had a bruise on his knee, and some people were saying like this was a spoiler for Gum. I also hope that Yeonjun doesn't injure himself, because he's been doing like both variations of this challenge with idols. I saw Changbin and I saw someone else. I don't know if they are an idol, that might not be, but I think they were an idol, apart from the TXT members. And yeah, so I'm really hoping that he's taking care of himself, and that that if it becomes a case that like he is injuring himself, that he stops doing it, or even just relies on the alternate choreo challenge for a little bit. Yeah, it's intense. I'm loving I love this piano sound. It's like so, it's almost like mechanical in how it, because it's a low tone. I just saw him remove his hoodie. I love this. It's like a counterpoint melody, I think, is what it's called. That's that's a great visual effect. Could you imagine a gumball that big? Like, just imagine a gumball that can swallow swallow your city. Is there anything at the end here? No, just the wonderful big hit logo. Okay. So first thoughts, catchy song. I do know that Yeonjun wrote / co-wrote this song. It is really unique. And so I feel like that's a testament to him and the other writers. As I said, there's not any song that I can think of, certainly in K-pop right now, that sounds the same. I really enjoyed the music video of this. I liked the way that we have the interspersed, again, almost like bad boy diva Yeonjun storyline, interspersed with the choreo clips. The choreo looks so good. I think I am going to check out the studio tune performance. I want to watch this one through one more time just to see if there's anything I missed, because I'll be honest, I was very overwhelmed for the first part of the music video, so I think I missed a lot of the earlier lyrics. I can't promise that I will get a better digestion this time. But yeah, let's check this out one more time. I really am enjoying this. For me, it's the way it goes from this diegetic sound to the song. And I love that he's here buying gum. And that's a gum wrapper. I didn't even... Yeah. That stare. Man, his stare. I guess as well with the... As I said, this is going to be more focusing, hopefully, on lyrics. When he says about making it chewy, obviously... chewy does have, kind of bad meaning as well as good meaning. Obviously, he means a good thing here, because obviously he's saying that like you won't stop chewing, and he won't stop eating almost. Ate, that kind of thing. But it's this certainty and this confidence that he comes with that I really like. I'm loving all the outfit stylings in this as well. The nonchalance of it. He could easily play like a TV villain. I'm still not over him handing over that. I love that line. Crank up that volume, pop it like bubble gum. It's got such like a really satisfying rhythm, but it's for me it's the metaphor. I love the chewing gum metaphors in this song. Just the way that he is able to use kind of like almost like a pop culture reference, something popping off, with obviously the visual and the auditory associations with chewing gum. I love that there is this still humble aspect. Like there's moments here, as I said, where he's kind of giving like TV villain. But there is still moments, like for instance when he's saying like, I've been waiting for this moment from my little room. It's that I think it's shown here in the music video, the amount of locations, and specifically at the end there with that big bubble gum kind of almost encapsulating the city before it pops. It's that metaphor of it starts small, but you can blow huge bubbles. You can make huge waves. You can really draw attention to yourself. And also there's this element maybe of like a diamond in the rough, because obviously gum as a like a food stuff, it's not really a food stuff, but you get something that you chew. it's not something that you would think was remarkable or anything, but when you think about it, it's able to change from that tiny little bit of gum into, again, a big bubble. And so it's that idea, I think, of almost people are underestimating him a little bit. There's that suggestion, and it's almost like he's here to correct that record. I'm loving the podcast. I really like this choreo. I also noticed here that I guess, sorry, not the boot, but this second part of the choreo here, I noticed that I thought it was just an alternate choreo for the dance challenge, but I guess they just, because of the difficulty of the kind of the main kind of one that he was doing, that he was showing on TikTok, I guess they just lifted this part out as well as the alternative. I'm loving the footwork there, a little shaking knee almost. There's also, again, that thing, the gum of the shoe, where obviously gum on your shoe is seen as like a bad thing because it's sticky, it's uncomfortable. There's almost like an element of being embarrassed to it, you know, like it's like if you've ever had like toilet paper on your shoe from being in the bathroom, it's the same vibe. And so it's interesting him using that that negative connotation and subverting it and being like, yeah, I'm on your shoe, I'm everywhere because I'm, you know, I'm a big deal, pay attention to me. His waist, I didn't mean to comment that, but this pause just like really accentuates his waist, and I wasn't expecting that. Again, this hook is so unique. It's almost like here, I'm sorry, I know I'm kind of fixating on this gum moment, but when he steps on the gum, it's almost like he is surprised. There's I know like the whole the lyrics here are flexing and showing off about kind of his skill set and himself. But there is an element where he steps on the gum. Just let me get to it. When he's kind of jumping away from it, there's an element of almost like shock and surprise, I guess. And I don't mean that as like, oh, he's not aware of what he can do, and you know that. I don't mean that. I more mean it's like the shock that I guess he's doing this solo, because obviously being part of TXT, he's always had his members to be around him. I'm not saying he can't go solo. That's not what I mean. But obviously it's a different experience when you're going solo, because while obviously I imagine the members, you know, they're on the other side of the phone, they're in the building, you know, etc. You are still, you know, by yourself, and you've got to rely on yourself. So there's almost like, I feel like there's two characters of Yeonjun in this music video. There is the really cool, collected diva slash bad boy kind of artist that like storms onto sets, and it's like, sorry, I hit my mic. Storms onto sets and messes around, and you know, like is in your face. But then there's this other Yeonjun that seems almost like, and again, I'm going to use the word shocked that he's here doing this by himself. I don't know if I'm misinterpreting that or misreading that, but that's kind of what I get. Again, I'm loving the onomatopoeia, I guess. Gung, gung. I'm probably mispronouncing that, but the onomatopoeia of the chomp chomp. Is it onomatopoeia? I don't know. But that use of that word to replace it, it makes, because it's a unique sound, at least to me. I've never heard it personally. It makes for an interesting texture in the song. I know words having texture, but he could easily have said chomp chomp. Do you know what I mean? Like it creates a different kind of thing. Like there, you've got him like very much like the diva, like I'm swearing at someone, I'm telling, you know, we've had that earlier. Whereas even just a frame or two before, we had like almost like a literally shocked Yeonjun. Do you know there? I wonder how his teeth felt after all those pieces of gum. Even there, you've got that that gum metaphor coming up. Refresher stale taste, obviously. Often people chew a piece of gum for probably longer than they should, so it loses its flavor. There's the very obvious rejection here of following trends and sticking to trends. And it's almost like, try something new. You know, do something new, do something different. Get on my bandwagon instead, almost, which is ironic, saying bandwagon there. I'm saying, obviously, I'm not saying he's saying it. But I know some people here were a little, I've seen a lot of people criticizing Yeonjun for the crotch grabbing choreo. I personally don't have an issue with it. I know that some people have brought up, and I'm not fully aware of this, but I know there's been some talk about misogyny in this. With this, my kind of 2 cents on this, this choreo is, I personally wouldn't care if it was a male artist or female artist, or say a non-binary artist doing it. I wouldn't have a negative opinion. I think it's a great, honestly, a great visual choreography that gets the point of the song across. You know, it's a pure confidence, almost towing the line between confidence and arrogance move. I think it's very much on the, but it's towing, you know, it's towing that line. And I don't think that's a bad thing, given the kind of the nature of the song and stuff like that. Obviously, I'd love to know your guys' thoughts, if you guys have any thoughts about that, or if there's, because obviously, like I said, I don't know the full conversation. I just saw like a little snippet on socials. So if anyone wants to clear that up, or you know, anything like that. But my take is, I wouldn't care if this was a boy group, a solo artist, a girl group, a female solo artist, or, you know, as I said, a non-binary artist, solo group. I think the move is there to serve a purpose, and I think it fits personally. I also like that kick. I want to know what the context behind this sequence of events is. There's almost like a rebellion where he's throwing the hoodie off, because it's not sexualized. I don't think anyone should be sexualizing idols anyway. But you know, in that way. But it's very deliberate the way the kind of the hoodie's removed. It you know, it's kind of showing you not. It's almost telling you, do not sexualize him. because it could have easily have been like a close up, seeing like his shirtless kind of body or anything like that, and it intentionally doesn't really focus on it, as almost kind of to me like it's saying like don't. I don't understand the purpose of this sequence. It's a very interesting sequence in the whole. Do they call them grills? The grills are making a very interesting point themselves. Again, the transitions in this are great. I'm loving the lighting in that sequence as well. It's the thumbnail, but I love this shot. Just because it's almost, for me, it's almost like, obviously it's the preamble before like the huge gumball encapsulating the city, but the stare is giving like, yes, I'm here, but also this was inevitable almost. It was inevitable. A lot of people, I've seen a lot of people refer to Yeonjun as the fourth gen It Boy. I don't necessarily know what that means. I guess cool guy. You guys can tell me. But it sounds to me prestigious. So it feels like with that, he probably knows that he has that mantra, and so that stare is very much like, to me, it's like, yeah, this was inevitable that I'd be coming here doing this. Again, I'm loving the two-tone of the hair. I didn't even notice it was two-toned. Again, I love the text on that. I love the way that seems to go from the actual gumball seems to go from practical in some way. Like, I'm imagining this is a balloon that they've blown up here. It might not be, but there's the way that, I mean, this person probably is just a really good actor, but just the way here it feels like it changes from physical and practical to digital because of the reflections. I like that they chose, if it is partially practical, I like that they chose to do that. And I like the fact that at the end it ends with the popping sound of the bubble. You can even hear like the stretching beforehand and the pfft, almost. Just do Luca. But yeah, I really enjoyed that. I didn't know what I was expecting. As I've said, the beginning really threw me off. Obviously, I knew again the kind of the TikTok section, the section that they use for TikTok, but that to me isn't always indicative of what you're gonna get. As evidenced by all those people that are like, here's my 30 seconds or 15 seconds of a song, help me, get my my song release, and then the entire song is a completely different vibe, or in a lot of cases that 15 to 30 second clip is just the strongest part, and I don't feel like that's the case for the song. I really like, I really like the fact that throughout there's very much the same level of energy throughout. I feel like the accompaniment is really interesting. Again, you've got that thumping kind of bass, and that feels like that motif of it that's in there. I don't know if it's a sample or if it was produced in-house kind of thing during the writing process, because lots of samples do exist. But I think that's what makes the song overall kind of quite unique, is that's the from the musical side, the accompaniment side, that's almost the foundation of the song. I don't think there was a moment where I didn't feel like it was there in some capacity. Obviously I'll be listening to it more in my own time, and probably I'll either refute or kind of consolidate my my judgment on that. But just for me, I feel like between that and the piano was such an iconic like sound. Especially because I don't think they were chords. I think they were single notes, but like they were really rich sounding notes. The kind of the bass notes, which and it really stood out. Um, I really, I mean, I might be wrong, but I really like the different take that Yeonjun is kind of going with this. Um, but yeah, you guys let me know your guys' thoughts. As always, as I always say, this is not a substitute for the original content. Please go and support the original content. This is amazing. This is an amazing solo debut. Um, yeah, I really enjoyed this. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, everyone. Bye.